District Governor-elect, District Governor, Zonal coordinators, assistant governors, and club presidents. We are going to start this session by calling on the district governor to call this session to order. My district governor.
AGs, presidents, and my 40 that are here, fellow Rotarians. At exactly 10 minutes to 12, this meeting is hereby called to order. Let us stand for voting invitation. One, two. Next time, 12 is 12. But we don't intend this one to last more than max 2 hours. The agenda, so that anybody has any idea. Uganda Institute, what will you have district and Pablo, we are on the 9th of May, and then on to Barcelona. Then you close. I don't think you should spend more than 1 hour to do vertical growth. But for some clubs that are big, they can do vertical growth. But for the purpose of our work for this Rotary year, any expect to charter this work club. If you have 100, we're expecting 2 clubs. If you are 150, we're expecting 3 clubs. That is what can qualify you for awards. Then you must grow net 30%. Vertical growth 30%. Minimum of 1 club per 50 members. That's for membership. On foundation giving, we have been identified everybody to give. If anybody gives to me, as we are in this meeting, between $100 and $100, we have 10% cash from the district government. We give and give obedience of between $100 and $100 today, we have 10% cash. Aside from the base meeting, until the end of July, we have 5% cash given to your account. So if you like and pay back the foundation, you like and use it to celebrate the foundation giving. So then, for during my visit too, that is open. So if you are yet to visit, you can put up announcement in your clubs. During that visit, up to 20 minutes on that day, any member of the club that gives between $1,000, $100, and $1,000, we have 10% from district government. Maybe after that visit, on the end of July, July is 5%. So once you give, just let out the evidence and you have your 5%. That's for the visit. Then we've discovered that some clubs have goals that they plan lower than district goals. District goals was announced at BTLS, at PERS, and CLLS. Membership, vertical growth, 30%. For every 50 members, minimum of 1 club. So like my club now, we're expecting to 3 clubs. Otherwise, you will not be considered for award. And our award will be given in 3 phases. At every evening with the BG, we give award. Like first started at that time, although also first went to PAM. Went to G973 to 9 months. So we give awards, you know where you stay. So it's not to say they give to somebody or not give to somebody. It will be very, very objective. That's on that. Contribution to the web is 50,000 per club. But so far, the club has given 4,250,000. So it's as much as we want. We know the club gave 10 million last year. So you must have given the 50,000 before you can even get that out of the contest. So now depending on how much you give, determine the prices. And the price will be announced but at we are going to have only 3 individuals because of the convention that is ending on the 30th. So our last meeting will be on the 17th of June. 17th of June, that's our last meeting with DG. We walk back from 26th to Sunday, that is the open ceremony for Barcelona. Walk back by 7 days, I think that's 19th. Thursday, Saturday 18th, Friday 17th. So our last meeting with DG will be on the 17th. So I do want to travel and have the following week. That is that on awards for the clubs. The 3 awards, the web, membership, foundation will take about 55%. About 55%. So if you work towards it, it's open, you can always win it. We have chartered 2 clubs so far. The charter has been alive for 2 clubs. I signed the form for a Rotaractor club yesterday. So we went yesterday, and we are going to have another one to be signed for a club next week. So our goal is 30 clubs. 30 clubs. So we have done 3 now. That was the mix. So and that will be the first 2-3 weeks of new Rotary year. So we all go towards it. We can also easily achieve it. Then there is a contest for payment of dues. Payment of dues is on. We visited 9 clubs, 2 clubs have not paid for that reason. Those who pay, because the invoices were sent out via email, so it assumes it's counting on that day. There's a price for that. If you don't pay on time and you pay late, and no matter the amount you pay, you might not be able to contest for that price. And we're giving you only one or 3 prices. That's what gives. Then don't let us have any challenge to go to international. There's no to be along with them. We pay on time. So we pay on time. So because significant award achievement, part of it is payment of your allied dues. So let us pay on time. Okay? We have inaugurated about 10 committees, 20 committees so far. So you can liaise with Rotarian so that you can fix the date for your inauguration. So that is for the committees. And note that some committees too will be inaugurated for the incoming administration, exactly for learning. That will be done before she goes to Kampala. We are discussing with them in Kampala. We have not gotten any definite date. Because some of us may want to travel afterwards to the Western Europe or America. Because of the Ebola issue. That was why 700 delegates from Uganda could not attend Taiwan. Convention in Taiwan. So that is the problem. But as we get review update as we move on. Okay? As of today, Rotary International Exchange Rate is Rotary Foundation is 1,382. 1,382. So to be on the safe side, I can just pay 1,400 $1, and then just like if you want to benefit from the bonanza, you can do that. Advise us today. Pay to district 9125 Zenith account, financial account. You can contact to give you the account number. So on service projects, we encourage collaboration. We encourage collaboration that the projects can be very, very bold and then make impact. There are about 6 legacy projects which Dr. Abasha is the chairman. There's one that interests me most, the one for resuscitation of the neonates and for the care of the mother after child, for part memory. There is a set of money which can be used to pay. It costs about 4 or 5 million. 5-10 clubs can come together and train mother and child hospitals around. Maternity center and very big and old. It was the first donation was done at Island Maternity, and I was enthused about it. We have 2 eye hospitals that we are working on. One at Akintola, and then equipping of the one in Maternity Hospital. That's a legacy project. As many clubs are interested, can reach out to Rotary to take part of it. We want to provide equipment for fire servicemen, and that involves that we can reach to as many fire stations as possible in Lagos. That project was actually inspired by the environmental pressure. Our house was burnt, and when they called fire service employee, there was no water, there was no fire. So at our inauguration, our investiture, she made it a point of it to donate, and I was carrying along. And when I asked you, most of the power stations in Lagos does not have equipment. So we can have, it doesn't cost from between 7.5 and 10 million, we can give them all the including the borrow, so that they can have all the equipment they have. Why am I saying this? Let's collaborate. If you are going to buy a 5 or 10 or 8 fire stations, you can imagine that the commissioner will be there, who the deputy governor will be there, and that will be a very big good impact for Rotary. So, on Raila will start on the 16th. The arrival is 15th. So, what I am suggesting to all of us is that let us quickly, because we have only 420 spaces. Only 420 spaces. And I think I have got 260 or something. 480 as paid or indicated. 480 as paid. So remaining only 2 places to compete for. Is anybody wanting to pay? We cannot stretch it for 450. That I cannot allow anything beyond 450. We can't go because the capacity is actually 400. We are taking up to 420. So let's assume at most we cannot go beyond 450. So we have to make sure we participate. Thank you very much for that clarification. We need to support the program. We actually needed the program to finance itself. We are maybe 120, 130 per candidate. Okay? The program will cost so much that we have a deficit. So please, when they approach you, please support the program. At this stage, I will allow AGs who have not had access to the clubs they are supervising on the club center to communicate. We have any AG, don't have access. Adekola, every other AG have access to the clubs they supervise online. Is that correct? Okay. Commissioner, you have not been there, we have not have access. Or you don't know how to go and have access. Which of the three? So, if you after this meeting, try and see Tony, so that I can give you access. I know particular that you might not have access. I'm not sure we have to play this thing. So, note that we need to upload a recorder so that I can have access to this stuff. See, Tony, you need to upload a recorder that I can have access to this clause. That's the nearest AG that happened. So, other than that, all AGs have access to their clubs online. I think it that way. Okay, that is section. Any other issue? all ages are very particular because you have access. You see the very report when you visit. Okay, now I've run through my remarks. Okay, so the only thing that is there is that we go to item 4 on the program. Okay, so I use the floor to the Ikeja take us through that. Yeah, issues on item 4.
Thank you, my DG. While the DG was speaking, a very distinguished personality in our district walked in, and that is the person of our district governor-elect, the person who will be standing behind this podium by this time next year. Please join me to welcome President Oyi Showo. The meeting has already told you the number of clubs we have visited. And within that period, we have had some experiences with clubs. One of the most challenging experiences we have had is the presidents not submitting their workbook in good time. You know, the workbook is a kind of status report of your club, and the district governor needs to go through this book before he visits, so that he can inspire you, he can correct you, he can tell you things to do to improve your club. But if we don't receive that book on time, and we receive it on the day of the visit or when we get to your club, you will not have had sufficient time to go through it, and then you will not benefit from the wealth of experience. So let me implore the other clubs who we are yet to visit to please ensure they submit their books on time. Let me please opportunity to commend Rotary of Sudbury South, who has been the person pushing me as against myself, pushing the president, and their workbook is already here. Let me also commend Rotary of Alomo, whose visit is tomorrow, and they submitted their workbook since last week. And the district governor has had time to go through this workbook, and the club is going to benefit from the comments that it's going to make when we get there tomorrow. So please, those of us that are not yet visited, kindly ensure that you prepare your workbook in good time. The date of club visits are well known in the itinerary. They have been well spelled out from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And there is no excuse that I don't know or I'm not aware. So please prepare your workbook on time. And then another thing I want to mention about DG's visits. We've had experience, even now, we just spent about 3 weeks of a club declining to receive the DG. The club has already declined to receive the DG. I don't want to mention the name of the club. The policy is very simple. If a club declines to receive the DG as scheduled in the itinerary, the DG will not be able to visit that club during this Rotary year. Rather, the club will visit the district governor. So the club will visit the district governor. The club will have to come to the district office at the convenience of the district governor to visit him, and then the district governor will do the meeting. I also want to speak briefly about the web. The district governor has spoken about it. The web, in principle, is a minimum of 250,000 naira per club, and that amount is supposed to be given to the district governor when he visits or before he visits. You know, that 250,000 is just a minimum. We've already got 4.5 million from a club this Rotary year. So please, when you are expecting the district governor, ensure that your web money is ready or must have been paid already. And also, before the district government visits, there are 2 critical actions you are expected to have taken. The first one is the payment of your district dues. This is very, very important. The payment of the district governor touched on it, but I want to re-emphasize the importance of that particular action you need to take. And then your first semi-annual report, that's the first invoice of RI to your club. You need to have paid that amount in full before the district governor visits. All these points are key performance indicators which will be used to assess the clubs at the end of the Rotary year. We also observed when we visited some of these clubs that members are inducted into the clubs, but they are not reported from the Rotary Central. So when we get to the club, the district club say, "Oh, we have 75 members," because they know we have 85 members. So there is always a lot of confusion. So the takeaway point from here is this: once you admit a member, immediately you report it on the Rotary Central, even if you are not yet done formal induction, because an induction is just a ceremony. So once you admit as kids or adults, in report no discrepancy between what we have from the district and what you have in your club. Okay, so I think these are the few observations we have made during district government visits. Thank you. We will move to the open forum now, which is item 5 on the agenda. Item 5 on the agenda, which is the open forum questions and answers on all the things that the district governor spoke about and the few I spoke about. If we have questions, please ask them. The district governor is prepared to respond. Any question on any issue at all affecting Rotary and the running of our district? Do I have your hand up? Okay. AG, Adito, and the ladies of our right.
Governor elects. Fellow Rotarians, I hope this is the appropriate time to draw your attention to the Assembly monthly report. I had this issue last year on under membership. Item 1 says membership as the membership strength as at 1st July 2026. And that's what occurs every month. Now, I'm not sure that the district is not interested on the increase in membership or decrease in membership over the months. Because every month it says 1st July 2026. And I had issues last year, so it's only the report of membership strength as at 1st July 2026 that I always put in the report. And I think that should be reviewed. Because if membership has increased, we should be able to state it in that month. Thank you. Do you understand?
I do.
Is the teaching that will respond to you. Thank you. We have a Rotarian online. I've been told PhD Victoria Ugudebore. She had her hand raised at a point. Can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Okay, we have challenges with the audio, we can't hear well. So we are going to ask her to type on the question and we take it here. Please, when you raise your hand and I recognize you, identify yourself, mention your name and your blog, and ask your question so that we can have it in record. Thank you.
Good morning, my and all protocols duly observed. My name is Rotarian from Lagos Central. It's like a way of comment on the points that have been allotted to rider sponsorship. If it's unfair to rank 20 to 0 as 5 marks. Like my club, we are sponsoring 21, and we only earn 5. And somebody at a club will be sponsoring 4, 2 of 1, and then we'll be earning the same mark. We are not encouraging other clubs to move higher. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I think what he's asking about is the scoring band of participation. But you have 1 to 20 have the same. So somebody who sponsors 1 and somebody who sponsors 20. What is he talking about? Okay, so while we are waiting for more questions, let me quickly talk to the assistant governors. Yes, I will recognize you. I want to quickly talk to the, no, I know you, Olutosi, and I said I will not know you. Ademola Olutosi, the capo of the ages, I know you. So the assistant governors, I have been receiving a lot of questions about the form that was posted on the ages platform. You are supposed to fill that form in Excel format because after you have submitted, other comments will still be made on it. So it needs to be an editable document which you will submit. And the report must come dated the 7th of the following month after the reporting month. 7th of the following month after the reporting month. And please submit your report to the chief of staff, who will liaise with me to submit the report to the district. Submit the report to the chief of staff. She's here. If you want me to publish her number on the ages platform, I will publish the number and bring the report to her. Thank you. Let me recognize AG Ademola Olutosi to ask his question or seek clarifications. Thank you.
Thank you, the district governor, the fellow lieutenant. Mine is yes. We said we should submit their report to chief of staff. Yes. Is it chief of staff or zonal coordinator? We need clarification.
The assistant governors, please submit to your zonal coordinator. I'm sorry about the, I was running too fast. Assistant governors submit to the zonal coordinator. Assistant governors will submit to the zonal coordinators, and the zonal coordinators will submit to the chief of staff, and the chief of staff will submit to the district executive secretary. Thank you.
Yes, mine is just an application of the agenda. I don't know why the resolution missed my own committee event. The dinner and dance is coming up on the 22nd of November. It's not yet in the list of upcoming programs. That is very key. I know that is very key. The Rara chair said I should say something on right now about the market. I don't know if I have to say that to him. The Rara chair said so.
Okay, we are sorry about that omission, but the DG did ask at the beginning of the program that if your committee is committed or if there's any omission on the program, kindly point it as that will be included. Okay, thank you for pointing it out. So it will be included as the last item on the list of promotions. So who else wants to speak? PhD Ikeja, Zonal Coordinator.
My district governor, my DG my deputy secretary. I sent a message last week, and sometimes we do this thing and make it look like someone wants to fail. I was assigned 7 pages. One of them has been located. Meaning, for whatever I do, it will not work. I think, I don't know if this is the right venue, because we have 8 Mondays to the end of the month. If a new AG will be chosen, so that at least I can get a report from that block, otherwise nothing will come from it. Thank you.
You have already answered the question. You said the AG should be replaced. We will ensure that we deal with that issue today. Thank you. Please identify yourself, mention your club, your name, and ask your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My DG, fellow Rotarians, I'm Christopher Abiodun, President of Rotary District. Mine is not actually a question, but an observation on the acknowledgement of the clubs that submitted the workbook ahead of the visit. So, and my club, Rotary District, was official because we submitted our workbook 26th of June, and the visit was 6th of July, which is almost 11 days ahead. So my club, Rotary District, was mentioned.
Okay, I hereby well, I was just citing examples. I wasn't doing a list of appreciations or awards. So, but let me also recognize the fact that your work was submitted on time. You did 2 very lofty projects, which I can assure you that the DG refers to in all the clubs that we have visited after yours. The neonatal mortality and postpartum hemorrhage project, the hearing and vision project that you did are 2 key projects that are very dear to the heart of the district government. And I can assure you, he cites them as examples wherever he goes. So congratulations on the we have got more than the other people that I mentioned before. Thank you. Any other question or observation? Okay. The question that PhD Victoria Akintola wanted to ask is that said she wants to know about Rotary Youth Exchange. So there were no details attached to the question. So
dear friends, I take it that the question from protocol or observation is taken care of, and you pay for the advertisement of your Thank you. Okay, then we want to see if you didn't dance, it's hereby announced, and you have before by the time to promote it. Then Rotarian father just get to know now, we can replace the AG today. So we have the new AG protected. Okay? Scoring back for Layi participation. I don't think Daniel will do it, but there's a information that was used last year. I don't know. I think the simple way of reading it is person will ask the highest number of participants and support to the committee. That was used last year. Is it different? What do you think? Number of participants and support to the Ghana committee. I think that was what was used during your time. Yes. Number of participants and support to the committee. Then another thing that was used. 1 to 20. Okay. Okay. Then 20 and above. Is that fair enough? 1 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 and above. Do we all agree? Democracy. Do we all agree? Then what do we want? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 11 to 2. Okay, 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 11 to 30. Okay, Richard, what we have agreed now is 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 and above.
Yes, sir.
Is that agreed?
Yes, sir.
We agree, democracy, everybody has to say, agree? Then support to the committee, it has been of the committee to determine your support. Is that okay? Okay. Now that we are on that, for you to be, I don't know the other question. I stand government and see what I suggest is that we should have increase or decrease on a monthly basis. Okay? Increase or decrease of membership on a monthly basis. Is that okay? I think I've taken all the questions. Okay. Let me take it so that we are all on the same page. AG is not here. Is he here? Okay. Can you come and discuss your story? So that we are all on the same page. Just take the breakdown of the item.
Audience.
Thank you.
You know, we are missing a medicine at the beginning. Side talk has been cured.
Please, listen. My district governor actually retired. Like the district governor has said at the beginning of this program, we are going to assess more quarterly. Unlike the year before that, you go for the end of the year before you do your deposit. So go to the quarterly shows like the first and second and third time. Then I thought everything you are going to the next class. You will know. And like you said, those foundations and the membership will still take a lion's share. And we are not going to look at the quantum of net gain. Okay, we are looking at the quantum of net gain. It's going to be according to the strength of your club. What I mean by this is that if you have, for instance, 100 number in a club, and you are able to get, let's say, 20 new members, it's not going to be the same as a club that are just 20 and they are able to get, for instance, say 10. So that is why he said 30% net gain is paramount. You should as much as possible to get the 30% net gain. Okay? Then charter club according to the strength of your club. A club that has a 50 and below, one club. A club that has 100, 50 and 100, two clubs, and about 100, 3 clubs. That will be the data that we are going to use. Then for Rotary Foundation, we're also looking at the 3 things. Polio fund. Your club must
of the polio fund, and we are unable to keep them scoring for that. And so that's one of the basics. Rotary Club of Bonaventure, he said, instead of buying fixing the generator at Cisco, let us donate to Rotary. Rotary will have a generator now for Cisco. We go there, we take the generator there. When we are done, we bring it back. Future Ryla program will use it. So imagine a club that is deliberate of this, and you say,